Hi guys, welcome back. So I've got the story right now. This is one of those, like, I don't know. I think this is one of those once in a lifetime moments that I don't think everyone gets this kind of story. So, like, this is like, yeah, this will be like watching a movie. So basically, the story is about me escaping a bomb situation, right? I know, right? I know. So this one time, it was a Sunday. I barely ever go to the mall on a Sunday. So, but this time I was sent to get some stuff at the mall, and I went to Belleville. So I got there, and I went to Shoprite, right? Yeah, it was back then. Doesn't matter anyway. Um, get into shop. Okay, so this was. Let's see. This may have been 5 years ago too. Yeah, this may have been 5 years ago. I'm not sure of the timeline, but yeah, I was still at the university. I was not working at the time. I was still just a student. So, okay, so I get into ShopRite. Okay, so before I bought stuff on in ShopRite, I had to buy some stuff outside. So I had a little plastic that I had bought the stuff. I think it may have been clothing, I'm not sure. I wrapped the plastic around my hand as I walked in, and they didn't want to take the plastics the at the place when you get in. They usually take your plastics and they give you like some sticker thingy, but they didn't. So I walked in with my plastics. I wrapped it around my finger, in my hand, and then I started doing some grocery. I grabbed the trolley, pushed it around, grabbed some stuff, put them in. And I remember when I was at the aisle which has the spices, the beef stocks, and all those stuffs. So I'm standing there, and I'm just doing my normal browsing through the shelves, about to grab something, and then I hear the sound and it says, "Warning, this is not a drill. Please evacuate the building immediately. This is not a drill. Warning, this is not a drill. Please evacuate the building immediately. Warning, this is not a drill." I was like, I've only heard of this in the movies. I've never, and you hear this through the speakers. I'm like, what's happening? And then there's this lady standing next to me, also browsing the shelves, and I'm like trying to make sense of stuff, and I start seeing people moving towards the exit of the building. Now, the way the building is built is, I was literally at the middle of the entire huge ShopRite mall. Shop or building. So I was like in the middle. To my left, as the shelves go all the way down to the left, and the other ones go all the way down to the right, going through to the exit where I came from. On the left, if you were to walk down, you walk down and you get to a place where there's like meat, and there's like a meat setup, and like a butchery, and then at the back there it's gas stoves and all those things, and it's all going down there, it's cookings. And there is an entrance that I know, or an exit that I know, that you could use to get out of there. I don't know, like, I only have seen the door from outside the huge mall, that that's written like ShopRite, but I've never actually walked that distance. And then on the right, it's what I know. But now the sound is coming from the big exit where everybody gets into ShopRite, and everyone is running towards that side, slowly running. People are not sure what's going on, and only my heart literally fell on the floor when I heard, because the lady asked me what's going on, and I told her I don't know what's happening. And I kept hearing the sound, and I remember telling her, I don't know how I came up with the thing, but I said to her, I think someone said there's a bomb. And immediately, as I uttered those words, my heart fell on the floor, and I felt like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. I remember pushing the trolley aside and grabbing tighter to the plastic bags I had on my hands, and I had to make a conscious decision, like, at that moment, am I gonna take a left and go through out that exit, the one which I know exists but I've never walked through, which would be a bit closer to me, or Or should I have to go? Because the thing is, when you go out of ShopRite, you get to the exit of the shop, and then you still had to go through the mall, and then had to go turn right and go run up all the way to the outside. So it was longer to get out of the mall using the normal way. I was thinking there could be a shortcut this, and then I started thinking if a bomb explodes, then I can't go like to the side where there's like the gas stove, like that's literally just death like waiting for me. So I need to get out on the right hand side where everyone is running out, meaning I had to go through the crowds. Now remember, this was a day where the mall was full because it was kind of like the month end, but it was on Sunday. So I was like, I made a conscious decision. I was like, okay, I'm taking a left. I remember immediately the first thing that hit hit my head or whatever. Like the first thing that hit my mind was not today. Like I remember I literally felt like, okay, the bomb can blow up anytime. I might die, but not today. Like literally, I kept thinking in my head, not today. And the first thing I did, I pushed the trolley aside, and I ran and I passed the lady who was like frozen after she heard what I said, and I ran and I saw people running, and I remember I jumped. I don't know how I got out of there, but I remember everything. There were people on the floor. There were people crawling, people who had bumped into each other, people who were trying to get out of the mall. So I ran and ran and ran. Eventually, I ran out of the shop, right? And I saw people coming from another angle, which was like an pathway of the mall, pointing towards where I was supposed to go. And then there were still people in front of me. And I remember I was running and ducking and turning left. And in my head, as I was running, I was like, my senses were all like activated. My heart was beating. I think all the adrenaline was there. And all my senses were like, if it blows up on the left, I'm waiting for it. If it blows up on the right, I'm waiting for it wherever this bomb is, because that thing was still going. This is not a drill. Please evacuate the building immediately. I was running, and I remember I jumped on, I ducked, I dived, and I remember at some point I there was, okay, this is the part where the story gets crazy. There was a grandmother that was on the floor, and she had fell, and a lot of people actually had fell. A lot of people were running scared out of their lives. As I was running, I jumped over her in full speed, and I had this voice in my head that not today. I remember it kept going, not today. That's all I thought of. Bomb could explode anytime, not today, not today, not today. I remember running, ducking, like going to the sideways, holding tightly to that plastic, turning right, running, seeing the exit, still seeing people screaming. I don't know, like if you've ever thought like if you've ever like wondered how it is to feel like you're gonna die, I think I know how it feels. I know exactly how it feels. I got out of that exit, and then there was like a little road, and then I knew I'd be safe over the road, and I got over the road, like I ran through the that that pedestrian, and then I ran through, and then I was on the other side, and then when I got there, there was a guy. Everyone had, like, not everyone, but people were still running out, but I was outside, and I remember I was like the adrenaline was on. I've never felt so alive on that. Like I don't know. That was some craziest day. Now here's something. When I got outside there, I'm sitting there. They're like these concrete. When I got there, there's like these concrete little poles that are usually next to the road to stop the cars from ramming through. There's a guy sitting there. He's holding his phone. He's like, while everyone is running away, he's calling people in. He was like, it's just a false alarm. Come inside. Don't worry. That was literally how he said. He was like, don't worry. Come inside. I'm looking at this guy and I'm thinking, I just ran for my life thinking I'm gonna die, and you're telling me this is a false alarm that I should come inside? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And we sat there and we waited and waited, and eventually the ringing thing on the speaker stopped, and everyone was called back inside again, and I remember slowly getting back into there and paying the. That was crazy. I just kept thinking to myself the whole time, if this is like, if it's this easy to actually create a bomb scare that's fake, like you could get people to break into malls and do all sorts of stuff and get people out by using a bomb scare. And I thought to my, I remember when I was going home, I was like, what the hell just happened? Like, how would this day have been if I was like with my mother or somebody? Like, I was young, and I literally just thought of survival on that moment. I really thought the bomb was gonna blow up because everyone thought the bomb was gonna blow up. Everyone thought they were gonna die. I've never heard so many screams in my life. That was real. That was real, and I thought I was gonna die too. But I think what I like about the story is that the way that it happened, it actually showed me my true self next to death, because I really thought I was gonna die. I was expecting the building to blow up. You know, I've never heard of a bomb scare. And if someone screams there's a bomb and it's like official speakers in a mall, everyone's running, I'm thinking, okay, we're blowing up, we're dead. But at that moment, I don't remember sitting and crying in a corner. I don't remember thinking this is over. I just remember thinking to myself, not today. Not today. As I turned around the corner, not today. I remember as I was jumping over that old woman, I was like, not today. And then I stepped over. It sounds crazy. I'm sorry, but I mean that's what I did. I was like, not today. Not dying today. So I guess yeah. If there was ever a world war, I wouldn't have a crying spirit or whatever. I would have a yeah, die another day. That was awesome. That was quite a story.